Welcome back to my channel. Mark here. I'm here setting a coyote trap, and I'm going to set a trap right here. We've got a path coming through this fence out of this old growed up field, going into our hay meadow right there. And what it does, you've got two boundaries meeting up with one another. You've got a thicket meeting up with low cut stuff, and this is a good place to catch these animals coming through. But I'm going to set my trap off, set it right here, and I've got it anchored to that tree right there. I've got a piece of about 10-foot chain on here, and I will bury that chain, and I paint my traps and dip them in Full Metal Jacket. And this is a Duke 1 3/4 trap, but I use these for coyote trapping, and this is what I use. But anyhow, I'm going to take my cookie cutter and I'm going to make a trap bed right here. Of course, we got a rock right here. Welcome to West Virginia. See if I can get that up out of here. But anyhow, I'm gonna set my trap down in here. And I'm setting that trap in here just like this. Bury that chain right there. Okay, now I will bed this trap. And if the cookie cutter would have worked right and we wouldn't have had the rock in there, I wouldn't have had to bed this like this, but this will work. Trap isn't batting very good. Okay, that trap's bedded right here. Now, what I do is I use peat moss. So what I'll do, I'll cover this up. Okay, now what I will do, I'll take some grass and leaves and I'll blend this trap in. Okay, my backing right here, it's just stuff I piled up here. And last year I caught a coyote, and this is how I caught it. I didn't really have a backing there, so I just blended the trap in like this, and I'll put my bait up in there. And what I'll do here, I just carry a stake with me. Now my pan for my trap is right here. So I'll put me a hole right there. My hole's back in here. And there's people that set these a lot better than what I do, but I'm not a professional trapper. I do this for fun. And I'm using Top Dog Predator bait, and I got that off the guys out in Indiana, Hoosier Trapper Supply. But I put my bait down in there, put it down there, and I just leave that stick in there. Then I am using I like to use a variety of lures. I've got finicky feline, that's made by them. And I just put a little bit right back in there. And some coyote carnage, and that's made by them. And you want all the attention, or this is how I do it, you want all the attention around that hole. If that animal comes in here, say it comes up and it's walking that path right there, and it smells this and comes up to investigate, you want them sticking their nose right there in that hole. And so that's why I like to use a couple different lures when I'm doing stuff like this. And on this one, I'm actually using 3 different lures. And this is a black gold made by Hoosier Trapper Supply. And I put a little bit on stick, and I will stick that right up in there, just like that. Now, all their attention is right around this hole right here, and that's what you want them to do. This wasn't really a real good spot to set your trap, but you just got to make do with what you have. When you're trapping, you have to improvise sometimes, and that's the way I set my coyote traps. And yeah, this isn't the best job that I ever done on one of setting it, but it doesn't really matter. If he comes through here and we see he smells this, he's going to come and investigate that. But this is how I set my traps. So I hope you got something from this. And like I said in another one, I just set a dog-proof trap out there, and this is a trapping video. So if you're not into this kind of stuff, just don't watch it, and that way you're not having harsh comments. I'm not having the harsh comments. So anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully this is how I do it. So maybe you will get something out of it. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you on the next one.